Yo, what's going on? We are backstage at P Money's headline show at the O2, and we are very, very fortunate that he's got time to squeeze in a podcast episode before he has to go on stage and after you've done a meet and greet with basically everybody in the entire venue.
Yeah, everyone that's arrived before this time, man.
So you said you're giving away T-shirts, CDs.
Yeah, I gave away the physicals of the album, T-shirts, hoodies, strapbacks, and snapbacks.
Yeah. And you said if anyone wanted them signed, they can wait in line, and obviously the whole.
Yeah, it was mad.
Everybody waited in line.
Yeah.
So you've been out there for an hour and 20 minutes, giving away free stuff and signing and taking photos for the fans.
Yeah, man. Why not? You know what I mean? People have come from like all over the place out there. Someone here from New Zealand, someone here from Canada.
That's not a short flight, 25 hours on the plane.
Someone here from Czech Republic. Yeah, bro. There's, you know what I mean? People fly around the world to see me. People travel from whatever ends. There's someone said some mad ends in Kent I've never heard of in my life. Do you know what I mean? So, and plus, it's an experience, man. That's what I wanted. I wanted you to come. It's an experience. Like, you know, you feel like you went somewhere. You know, like you go Alton Towers, you come back with something. When you was young, you'd get something. Do you know what I mean? I did that. Whether you kept the ticket or whatever, it's something to say, bruv, that day.
Because everything's digital now.
Exactly.
And like, yeah, cool, I can play your tune whenever.
Yeah.
But there's no attachment to it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
But you're going to go home, you're going to have the ticket, you have a T-shirt. And it's not just one you bought off the website as well. It's signed.
You got it from me personally.
Like straight on as well. People have got them straight on.
Yeah, but I saw people go straight into the toilet. I saw people go straight in the toilet, put them on. Do you know what I mean? Like, you see they appreciate it more because it's like, it's here, it's now, and then it's something that's, you know, possibly never going to happen again. It is an experience. It's a moment. It's a moment. It
also means that your footage is going to look nang as well.
Yeah.
Because everyone's going to be wearing the merch. Got the free stripes. Did you see, by the way, speaking of that, in the news today, Adidas in the European court, it got thrown out that they can't copyright free stripes.
You can't. Because it's stripes.
Just free lines.
It's just free lines. You can't. Yeah, that's norms. You get me?
So it's not the brand with free stripes anymore.
Yeah, no, fam.
Unlucky.
Sorry.
So this is basically the podcast where I hang out and we talk with people that I talk to. I've known P since 2007, maybe.
Before that?
Yeah?
Yeah, I think before that, remember, you played Night Rider.
05. Was that 05?
Yeah, you played Night Rider, and that was like 05, 06.
Yeah,
so
05.
Yeah, man.
05. Were you in a crew then?
I was.
Was you still FA then?
I was at Fatal Assassins, and I was rolling with Vortex, Kids in the Hood.
Yes.
And the first tune you played of ours on radio was Boys in Blue.
Yes, I've got that.
Yeah.
I found that the other day.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Yeah. Don't get twisted. Logan used to palm me. Don't get twisted.
Did I?
He used to palm me. I used to send Logan tunes and he used to say, yeah, you're not quite there yet, bruv. But in a good way.
I know that's not true because
no,
I just
it was
didn't
true.
reply.
It weren't. No, he didn't say it like that. It was more like, you know, just go harder sort of thing. Like, I like it. What else you got? You know what I mean? And I hit you with something else. Keep sending me music. Yeah, keep sending me music. You didn't like just palm me and that. You told me keep sending you music. I kept sending you music.
I don't even remember doing that, you know.
No, I needed that.
That's an honest response.
Yeah, I needed that. You told me kept sending you music. You didn't just see certain man. I sent people like tunes and stuff, and it was just air. Like you actually went out of your way to say this is good, but at the level I'm playing, come on, you know what I mean? What else you got? And I came back with. We actually came back with Boys in Blue.
Sick.
You know what I mean? And then Night Rider, you was playing Night Rider as well, and I was like, yeah. From then, I just
mad.
You get me? I knew the levels.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I get that when I speak to a lot of people that came through like 05, 06, or like, you know what? I went back and listened to some of the music that I sent you early on. And yeah, it wasn't the one. I'm glad you didn't play that. I've definitely had people say to me, I'm glad you didn't play that tune.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I've even thought that sometimes. You know what I mean? Tunes that I've made that have never come out. I'm like, you know what? Glad I didn't think about bringing that out.
Do you do that yourself as well? Like, people must show you music way more than me.
Yeah.
You're famous now.
Yeah, people show me music all the time. And I'm just, you know what? I just keep it real the same way people have kept it real with me. Yeah. I just tell them straight what I think. I ask them, before I say anything, I say, do you want my opinion, my honest opinion? They say, yeah. And I say, cool, this is what I think. But I'm not like, some people will just give you, if it's negative feedback, they'll just give you negative feedback. Yeah. I don't do that. I will give you the feedback I think you need to hear, like honest opinion, but then I'll give you what I think will solve that though. What I think you can do to improve. I think that's the worst thing. Too many people out here putting in their negative 2 pence and not even telling no one, you know. So how do you go? Where do you go from there then?
Because it's not constructive criticism.
Yeah, it's dead. That's dead. No need
that's
for
when
it.
that's when it's a bump. That's when people feel away as well.
That's why
I just feel like you're just cussing them off.
Right. That's why apart from podcasts like this, man don't care about podcasts.
No?
No.
Why?
That. Because I feel like podcasts are just WhatsApp groups. Like some of them conversations should stay in WhatsApp groups because you're out here just slandering someone when you don't need to. I think if you don't like someone's mixtape, say like, I don't think my man's mixtape's good, cool. But you don't need to add the diss. They'll add my man's mixtape's shit like a friggin' rah, 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 rah. There's no need to do that. You're doing it, and you're doing it on camera. Now I've seen it, so you're dissing me in public. So what? Why am I not allowed to feel away? You're dissing me in public. That should stay in your WhatsApp group. I'm not supposed to know all the bad shit you're thinking and saying about me. I'm not supposed to know. That's meant to stay amongst your peers.
I feel people are doing that to like
clout.
Yeah, they're doing it to go viral or to get a response.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, my man keeps it real.
Yeah, you get punched in the face. Viral for what?
You have to keep it real all the time. Then when people catch you, keep it real as well.
Keep it real. If I catch you, diss me, and I catch you, you better diss me. I respect you more if you said no, but that's what I thought. I might not hit you. I'll have it out with you. And
I might actually talk to you about it.
Yeah, I might actually talk to you about it and say no, but you get me. I make you know why I feel how I feel. But trying to, be the disrespectful guy on your camera because you're safe in your room with your camera and your two peers. But then when you see me, it's bro. I ain't got time for that, man.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that are doing like podcasts or videos and all that stuff online.
Yeah,
I don't know who they are.
Yeah, I don't know
where they come from. Like why they think their opinion is of weight.
And that's what I mean. That, and I hate when they say, "Oh, it's just my opinion." Cool, but why does it make it okay for you to just put that? Like opinions are there's certain types, and that's what I mean. There's an opinion of I didn't like my man's album. That's cool. But then you try and go over the edge, adding stuff, and I just think...
You're trying to write lyrics about it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Podcast lyrics about, like you said, the album was so bad, blah, 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 blah. Ooh,
you're just trying it. You're trying it. And then
it's in the highlight clip.
You want a reaction from the public.
Yeah.
You want people watching you to get a reaction. Well, I'm also watching you. So you're getting my reaction as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and if people have been around in the scene for a long time and don't know what your reactions can be... Occasionally, now and then.
Nah, man. No, man. Human beings, man.
How many headline shows you done?
I have actually only done 2.
2, including this one.
Yep.
What was that one before?
Live and direct at XOYO.
Okay.
And then I done this. The only other big things I've done is like birthday raves. I've done one at Vauxhall Fire. Big up X-Man. He helped me with that.
So you've been in the game. Like let's say seriously for like 15 years right and you've done 2 headline shows and these days it's like people put out an EP and they're trying to do a headline show straight away which is fair enough. Like I understand trying a thing but I feel one of the problems in grime specifically is everyone is so blinkered and they're just following like I see my man do a headline show I've got to do a headline show but they're not following the guys that have been consistently successful for a long period of time.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I see you and your life is continually elevating, like stability, security, financially, all of that stuff, you're not doing, my man blew quickly, so I have to do that.
Yeah, no,
my man did a headline show, so I need to do one. Yeah. And it's like, you're in clubs, you're making music that works in a live format. Do you know what I mean? You're not following what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, no, man. I just know everyone's journey is different, and this is all I know. How I am is how grime was. Even the way I put this album together, that's how grime was. We used to get hard beats, and we used to say what is going on with us or around us.
What's that tune you just played, bro? Oh, tell me who produced that. All right, sick. I'll hit them.
Vocal it. You know what I mean? Teddy playing a tune in Eskimo. Where and when I had since like 2 years ago. Do you know what I mean? And that's how grime is. We hear a tune and we just, take that and we'll do something with it. I just needed to bide my time and study what's going on. How can I, put my foot in properly and make people wake up? Like, I wanted to make a project that made people say, yo, you know what? No, grime's my thing. Yeah, no, grime's actually my thing. Do you know what I mean? Feel proud.
So if we go back to like 2008, that was a really important part of like the growth of your career, that aspect of picking up tracks that you were hearing played out? Because you were getting the opportunity to play out with different types of DJs in different clubs.
Yeah.
Like just bass music. Dubstep at the time was a thing as well.
Do you know what? I was doing it before that. If people go back to my first ever mixtape was Coins to Notes.
Yeah.
And I recorded it 2004, 2005. Is when I started giving it out. That's when I didn't even know how to release music. I was just burning it onto blank CDs.
Physically, yeah.
Just burning it onto blank CDs myself and giving it out. And I had a vocal on Joker, Gully Brook Lane, which was like early dubstep, because I was a fan of it from then. And I was doing that whole tactic from then, hearing tunes that I thought were nang and vocaling them. Yeah. I was doing that from my first ever mixtape. My Coins to Notes is full of tunes that I just thought were hard. Like I've even got a slow jam on there, where produced by a guy called Protege, and they actually had a tune. He's singing on it and his brother, and I was like, fam, this tune's hard. I could slapped a verse on it, put it on my mixtape. Like I was doing that from my first ever mixtape, and that was like 05.
I feel that was really important though, because it meant that like the tunes that you were making were not only getting played in grime sets, on pirate radio, online radio, on One Extra Kiss shows, but I'd go to a club and I'd hear like the dubstep DJ before me or the resident DJ before me playing your Shook Knight freestyle or like slang like this. Obviously, was a massive one. At the same time as I'm hearing DW Street Fighter rhythm. It was a really strong time for the music to get heard to a wider audience, like this club going audience. And I really noticed that after that happened, you were like everywhere.
Between like myself, Noom Generals, Badness, Flo Dan, Killer P, couple others that we basically merged like dubstep and grime MCing. Like we was linking up. Everyone was linking up with certain DJs. Like Flo Dan was with The Bug. Do you know what I mean? I was linking up with a bunch of different people like Dr. P, Flux Pavilion, Plastician, like Scream, Benga. You know what I mean? And we was like doing our grime lyrics, not changing our style in any way, and just doing it on their beats. So it made people like kind of like anyone who, because originally dubstep was just instrumental. They didn't like MCs.
No, I remember I went and did a show in Belgium with Skepta Jammer and Plastician, and Mala, and oh my god, Mark One, from Manny, and like they weren't really into the spraying out.
No,
they weren't really on that. Like, but where you kind of came through and had the hosting style as well, you were able to let the beats have life. But I feel like that was kind of like maybe the second generation of that happening, because I always remember like you had the crossover of Forward, where kind of grime and dubstep lived in the same place anyway, where it's coming through, and then you had like early Boy Better Know, and they're playing Night, and they're playing Midnight Request Line before that. But like when that started happening in 2008, now that was like the next advancement of that, and there was even more artists, and you were going even further because, like you said, you mentioned Dr. P, like they were big crowds.
Massive. Massive. I was like at the very start of my career performing to like 2,000-3,000 people. Like man had man's face on the side of a building in Romania, like me and Sook Knight. Like this was Facebook days. Like I just posted a picture. Yeah, look, I'm on a building, bruv. Like I'm on a building, fam. Like I didn't get it, and I was still like making a transition from like coming away from road and becoming like a proper like just doing music and whatever. So certain things still was like weird to me. I was just like raw. Like I'm in Romania. I didn't even like. I've been on holidays, but I had never even thought of going to these places. Not that they didn't exist, but just what's there. I didn't even know what's there.
Romania was a place that had a football team.
Yeah, that's
it.
I mean? I would only know about them because I played
like Georgie
Pro
Haji was from
or
there,
FIFA.
and that's about it. Like
that's
you know
it.
What I mean? Like,
like certain places.
I was literally talking about this 2 days ago with Predator, because he's going off on tour like next week to Asia, and he's going to Vietnam and Thailand. And like they're both beautiful countries. But unless you did music, realistically, you're not going there.
Man ain't going there.
But now you get the opportunity to go there because of music. It takes you to these places that you never go.
There's bare places that I've been where, I can honestly say I'm only going here because music's taking me. Music's taking me around the world. Otherwise, like, we kind of have a mentality, depending on the person you are. Like, you don't really want to go anywhere. You don't get to go anywhere. You just kind of think London's the thing or your estate. Like, there's people that have never left their block, never left their borough.
Definitely people that you went to school with.
100%.
Or grew up around.
Yeah.
And they've never been anywhere.
Yeah, I remember, like, when I first started getting shows out of the city and doing shows in Birmingham and that, and like taking like a few of the youngers with me and stuff like that, and they were just gassed and excited, like they're out, like they'd been, it's like going to Alton Towers, like, and I was just like, obviously it's normal for me because I've been doing shows, but I realized like it's a mad mentality, do you know what I mean? So, and that's what changed me. I think traveling changed me and how I looked at the world.
That's what I was gonna ask, because like you're experiencing cultures and people that you would otherwise never meet on day-to-day life. Like, how did that change you, like as a man?
It just made me realize that the media's bullshit, because they separate us, they make us believe them people over there are mad different to us and stuff like that. Like, you have no relation to them. I went there and I've been so many places and I've felt nothing but vibes, and there's people like me. Do you know what I mean? I went Japan and they were dressed like me. They were wearing snapbacks, wearing tracksuits like me, and they didn't even speak English, but we connected because we listened to the same music. They were here for the music. Do you know what I mean? I've been Australia, it's the same thing. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I've been China. The guy met me at the airport, dressed like man, speaking English. Like, yeah, man. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, raw. Like, the media makes you think, you only see a certain type of person from China on the news, or a certain type of person from there on the news, and so you think everyone there is like that. Like, I went Bosnia, and I had to speak at like a sort of like uni sort of conference sort of thing, and they genuinely believe that we're just handed careers. Like, they thought, oh yeah, you just come from money. And I was like, what? They was like, yeah, man, you lot got everything. It's easy for you. I'm saying, what are you talking about? We built radio stations. We pirate radio stations. Like, we built it. And they was like, oh, us too. And I was like, yeah, in Grime, that's what we have to do, bro. And they was like, what? I was like, yeah, I got to go out. I got to fund my own stuff. It was like, what? Like, they think London, you're from London, you're up.
Yeah.
You're from London, you're up. You got no such thing as hustle or grind or anything. You're up. Everything's given to you. Until I had to really explain to them, no, man, we're just like each other. Like, there's rich and there's poor.
But I find that within the UK.
Yeah.
Like, people have weird perceptions of other places. Like you said, because people don't leave their immediate estate, let alone travel the country. So, like, everyone thinks that, on a super generalized one, oh, you're from outside of London, so where you live's country.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, you're from London, so everything's there. Like you said, same way, like everything's just, the world opens up for you and you get the wickedest bringing.
Yeah, they think it's that. Like, man, genuinely think it's that. Like, if you pull up in a car that's not, the latest year, they're going to think something's wrong. They're going to say, what's wrong? Like,
is he down? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, what? It's meant to be a mad thing. You're from London. You know what I mean? Like, really. Like, so, getting to tour and stuff just made me realize, there is a world out there we actually don't know of. Like, the news is whatever. If the news clip you're watching is 30 seconds, that's all you're seeing of that place. 30 seconds. Don't judge that country by that 30 seconds. You know what I mean? You need to go there and you will see so much more. And that's what changed me. And now I just like people. Like, I just cool. You know what I mean? I don't really care about violence and stuff no more and all of that stuff, because it's everywhere. And I've seen worse. I've seen worse than what we're going through. Do you know what I mean? In Bosnia, there was still buildings half missing and people living in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you say about like how your horizons have expanded as well, and leaving certain things behind. Obviously, you had a son.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
That must have had a massive effect on you.
Yeah, man.
How old is he now?
He's gonna be 5.
5.
Yeah. So
okay.
5. Yeah.
So he's like a little man, full personality, and now I see him on Instagram now.
Yeah, punched me in the face and stuff.
Yeah, yesterday, I see that one.
Yeah, he's on all that. Yeah, it's mad. They're definitely way more intelligent than we were when we were their age. It's just mad. Like, I don't know if it's the technology.
I think it must be.
I don't know if it's because we're a bit more advanced than our parents was because of the technology we've grown with. So we're teaching them things at an earlier age. I don't know what it is, but he's hella techie. Can't give him your phone. He will just ask you, what's the pin? You go, bam, bam, put it in, unlock. YouTube,
I remember seeing my 18-month-old godson open up YouTube on a phone. not even his mum phone or my phone. He knew the picture that was YouTube.
Yeah.
And like, I had to find him because obviously he's used to opening YouTube and it shows him all the videos he's seen normally. I found him the video, but then he's like picking the next one and that. He knows what he like, and he was baby sitting there.
Yeah.
Crazy. They know how. It's funny as well because like you see how they learn technology and they think it applies to everything. So they'll try and unlock your laptop by touching the screen, and it doesn't work. They don't like touching the TV and all that. That always made me laugh.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely just been around technology. Like for me, the first time I saw any sort of technology was the one computer they had in school. And now, like you said, your son's grown up.
Yeah.
The iPad, the phone, the laptop's been there since his eyes opened.
He's got his own iPad.
Yeah.
He's got a nice little kid case around it, and that's his thing. You'll hear silence. What's going on? Carter, where are you? You in my room? What are you doing on my iPad? He's 5 though.
Yeah.
He's talking to me like a grown kid. He's just doing his thing.
Do you worry about that at all though?
Sometimes, I worry about like what he's
having
watching.
so much access to everything.
Yeah, like so I've already found him coming across certain things. Like obviously YouTube, just anything pops up. So certain things come up. There's like horror cartoons.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it, but there's horror versions of cartoons.
Mad.
So there's people out there making like a Sonic, but then there's like an evil Sonic and stuff like that. So he now knows about horror, but like, and the bad reaction everyone has is everyone just snatches it away. No, don't do that. That makes them want to know more. So I just sat him down and spoke to him about it. This is horror. It's a bad thing. It's not nice. You know what I mean? And now he kind of knows. So when he sees it, he comes off it.
Yeah.
Because he thinks, I've explained it to him. The same with swear words. Like, he loves OT Bop. He loves the dancing. Videos with dancing in he loves.
Yep.
But some songs obviously have swearing and stuff. So instead of doing a whole, nope, you can't listen to that, take it away, and make him want to, be rebellious. Can't, you know what I mean? I explained to him, this is a swear word. You can't say this bit. So then sometimes if the song happens to come on MTV Base or whatever, and it's got the swear word, I teach him, you don't say that bit, you cover your mouth. And he doesn't do it, ever.
Sick.
If you do it, he will say, no, don't say that, you don't say that, you cover your mouth. You know what I mean? They learn fast, bruv. It's mad.
Do you know what? I'm so happy that you said that because there's so many parents that just leave their kids with the ting, and like that's how that's the nanny. Do you know what I mean? That's the babysitter,
bruv. You see the stories about the kid duppied the brother and the mum. That's how that happens because you left him to do what he's doing. Yeah. He's seeing stuff on YouTube, the internet, seeing mad stuff. And it's in his head, what? You could just do that. Do you know what I mean? If a kid sees a kid on YouTube drink a bottle of washing up liquid, believe your kid will see the washing up liquid. Yeah. And in his head, he just thinks, I saw someone do that. And then we'll go and do it. You can't
see them two primary school kids the other day, the video that went viral went on the big kitchen and the screwdriver.
And you could tell they're not about it. They're not bad, but they've just seen it.
But that was jokes as well because the kid's talking and then at the end he covers his face up. So it's like
he's copying
they
something.
don't understand what they're doing.
They're just
copying it.
That's it. You can't leave them. Like I ask him, what you like? What are you into? And he changes. I like Sonic. Oh, I like Catboy. Oh, I like this. I like that. You know what I mean? He goes through different things. I get into what he's into. Do you know what I mean? Now he's into Pokemon. Like, do you know what I mean? And anything that's bad, I show him. Look, this is bad. This is what it's about. You know. Or anything that he's not supposed to have because he's young. I say, this is more of a daddy thing. It's adult. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's important to have that connection where they feel like you're talking to them. You're not just locking them. You're talking to them. You know what I mean? Like, it's important,
you're
man.
Communicating with them rather than at them.
Yeah, because they're hella smart. And I find that he learns more from me just talking to him on a level. He learns way more. When you shout, some kids, they'll screw their face. That's them saying, I don't like this. So the moment they do that, they're not listening to you. Do you know what I mean? So when I sit him down and talk to him on a level, he listens and he doesn't do it. You know what I mean? Like, and my son's just full of love and joy. Like, he just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He understands stuff. I think that's what people don't get. Kids don't understand. So make them understand. Talk to them. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, you can't just leave your kids to watch anything on YouTube and stuff because there is mad stuff out there. Mad stuff that I saw on the news. Was it on the news? No, I got a WhatsApp message about some video that's going round, and it's like it will start off as a normal cartoon. Yeah. And then it edits. Some mad scary face. Yeah. And the woman's telling whoever's watching to do stuff.
I think that was an urban myth. That was an urban myth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See all of that?
Yeah.
Not into
but
that.
Regardless.
Yeah. That Could be anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like you said, if you just leave them with it, then they won't know how to process any of that. But if they feel like they can come and talk to you about it, then they can kind of process it. Because like you said, they don't understand.
They don't understand.
Let me ask you as well, because I've definitely seen people talk about this, artists, rappers specifically, like where people, like when you realise that the kids that listen to your lyrics, like how do you feel about that? Has that changed at all since you had a son? Has that changed like what you write about, what you talk about?
Yeah, partially. I kind of started changing anyway.
Yeah.
Like I stopped saying the N-word from pretty early. I went into that.
Can I just ask as well, like about that? I don't really hear people say it in conversation.
They don't.
But I hear it in lyrics.
Because
I don't hear it in conversation.
Fashion. They're following fashion. They hear other rappers or other people do it and it fits with a rhyme and whatever and they do it. But they don't do it in normal conversation because the word is still what the word is. That's it. You're only doing it in lyrics because you've heard it in other people's lyrics. It's been passed down generation upon scene, and you're just copying. Like we say, hold tight. Why is man saying hold tight?
Yeah.
Man's telling man to hold tight. My man, hold tight, Skepta. So I'm saying to you lot, hold him tight.
Yeah.
Why do we do it? Because someone else said it before us that we grew up
mean?
listening to. What does it mean? Do you know what I mean? And it's the same thing. A bunch of rappers are doing it because their favorite rapper was doing it, whether it was Biggie or Tupac, whatever. They were doing it, and they've just grown that way. But you don't do it in normal conversation because when you did, your mum told you don't say that, or your granddad said don't say that, or you learned in school what that word meant. So in normal conversation, you don't use it. Your brain doesn't even think to use it because you know it's not a thing to use like that. But in music, because you've heard it as normal, so it's normal in music. I don't get them. I don't get how you use it in music, but then you got a problem with so and so saying it, like singing along to it, but you're using it in music. Like it's just all confusing. I just think, is it a bad word?
You know what, bruv? I'll be honest with you. Like as a white person, I view it exactly the same as how you explain it to your son.
Yeah.
Like when it comes on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't say that bit.
Yeah, don't say that bit.
I don't say that bit as a white person when the N-word comes in a tune. It's not for me. Like, and it's not like I don't enjoy the tune or I feel like I'm hard done by because I can't say it. Like, I understand. It's not for me and it shouldn't be.
I've got nothing against like other artists using it. Like, whatever, do your thing.
But my thing was more like not that, you know, it's a thing that only sits like, because I'll hear people say, yeah, hold tight, my man, like in conversation, or big up, blah blah blah. I hear that, but I definitely hear that less in conversation.
Because it's not how you speak to someone. It's not how you speak to someone. Do you know what I mean? It isn't. There is a meaning behind that word that was once, you know, a mad thing. But I don't have nothing against people that use it. If people are comfortable with using it, cool, do your thing. I can only speak for myself, and I just think, do I need to use it? No. Do I know what it means? Yes. Do I respect the people who went through that whole saga? Yes. Allow it. I can't say that on a song and play it to my grandma, so I'm allowing it. That's how I saw it.
All right, so switching it up from that to get a bit more lighthearted.
Yeah, man.
Let's talk about the gaming stuff a little bit.
Yeah, man.
So like gaming is something you do?
Yeah, all the time.
Like, I'm gonna try the gaming thing.
No, I've been doing it. Man smokes. All my cousins from young, brethren.
What was the first console you owned?
First console I owned? Probably a SNES.
You're the oldest in your family?
In my immediate family,
okay.
My brother.
So it's not like, my big brother had a...
SNES, yeah, I had a SNES. And then...
What, you 30 now?
Yeah.
30 what?
31.
31.
Yeah. Yeah, I had that. SNES, Super Nintendo. And then it went on to
What was the first game you owned?
The first game?
Super Mario World?
Yeah.
Must have been. That came with a console.
Yeah, it was that, and I used to play something before that though. What was it? Was it Alex the Kid? What was that on?
That was on the Master System.
So I remember playing that early days as well. Yeah. From them days, man. From them games there, I was just on that.
And you play a bit of everything now as well. Like you like FPS.
Yeah.
FIFA. I know you like rate yourself at FIFA.
Yeah.
Now then, you have a little dabble in the fighting games. You probably beat like most normal people in fighting games as well.
Yeah, Street Fighter. I'm all right at. Although I came to one of your things once.
Yeah.
It's got perfected like. I knew
that guy that you played.
Yeah. Became
the first British person ever to win the world championship in Street Fighter.
That's all right then.
Hold up, problem X.
That's all right because he whacked me up.
Yeah.
And didn't need to do that. But cool. But yeah, no, I'm alright at games, man. I don't know what it is. Like I find it like I like how you have to work things out. You know what I mean? You have to think fast. Almost trains my brain. Like I have to think fast. You have to, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
You know what I mean? I'm always, people say, oh, how are you so on point? And I believe it's because of the way I pay so much attention to games and stuff and detail. You know what I mean? So yeah.
That's obviously led to you like making connections and linking up with people and different things. Like you've done tunes with KSI.
Yeah, man.
Bruv, when you dropped that first KSI tune, I'm not gonna lie, the tune wasn't for me.
Yeah, yeah.
But when the video dropped, when the video dropped, and I saw them day one numbers, them day one numbers were mad.
Do you know what's mad,
Do you remember when we used to get gassed and the thing would freeze? What was the number that it used to freeze at?
301, bro.
It used to freeze at 301. That was it 1 million in the first day?
Forget that. It wasn't the first day, bruv. The video was on 300,000.
Yeah.
And he said, yo, Peter, this is going off.
Yeah.
And this is like about 2-3 hours,
yeah,
after the tune dropped. I said, yeah, man, I've never got 300,000 views in such a quick time. He said, no, it's on 1 mil. I said, what? He said, no, it's on 1 mil. Bam, sent me a screenshot. I said, nah, bro. Sent him one back. It says 300,000. He said, no, bro, it's stuck. When you get these numbers,
that was the next.
It gets
so
stuck
we're on a
at
little man 301.
Where little man 301, then man get stuck at 300,000. I said, raw levels, man, But I had mad fun. Like I just liked him.
Yeah,
I never forget walking into my brother's room and they were just showing me like, you know, what you lot watching? And I was watching KSI, and I just remember sitting there watching with him and his brethren, dying. Like, no, this brother's funny. And then he just hit me up. He wanted to do music. He wanted to take it seriously. You know what I mean? And I just felt, I like that. I like someone who wants to try. I want to try a thing. And I think, you know what? I'm behind you. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's the mentality I have. You're trying to do something. I respect it. I want to help you. Cool, man. Try a thing. And he did it. He had his style. I came with mine. And it just, we like to tune. We weren't trying to do it to like chart or whatever. But boom, it charted. Boom, the videos went off. And it was just fun ever since. Like we've just kept in contact ever since. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, man.
I think people are way too serious about that stuff as well. Like everyone's got an opinion about it, and like,
you know what it is?
Oh yeah, but like look, people think it's taking opportunities away from them, and like bad judgmental and like you're only doing like you're famous over here, so fuck off. Don't think you can do this. Or you're coming to our thing. Like everyone's way too serious about it. But like it's
I don't watch anything. I just think I want to do something, and I'm doing it with my brethren. Yeah, that's it. I'm doing something with my brethren. I'm not. You're not supposed to make music for someone. Yeah, like you're supposed to make it for yourself. This is what I want to do, and you make it, and then someone's supposed to like it. That's it. Yeah. So the moment you start trying to do things strictly for someone, like how do you know 100,000 people are gonna like exactly the same thing? Yeah. You don't. So make it for yourself, and people like it. Cool. There's people out in the world that are like you, and they will like you how you are and stuff. So you be yourself, you do what you want, and people will like it. And that's all we do. Like, we're brethrens, we're cool. Well, yeah, man, let's just do this tune. I got this beat. You like it? Yeah, it's hard. All right, cool. What's the idea? Well, you got an idea? Yeah, cool. Bam. He lays a bar. I lay a bar. He lays a hook. All right, cool. Bam. We're gonna shoot a video. Yeah, why not? Got ideas? Yeah, this thing, that thing. I'll bring this. You bring that. All right, cool. Link up, shoot. Bam. Put it out. If you like it, cool. If you don't, cool. You don't have to tell me. Why do you feel the need to tell me, I don't like this? I'm just going to say to you, cool, bruv. I'm sorry, I'm not actually bothered that you don't like it. If you do like it, big up. I'm bothered. Yeah, man. Rate that. Thank you. If you're not bothered, I don't care. It's not for you. Sick. It was never made for you.
In the first place.
Even
if you did like it, it wasn't made for you either. You know so, yeah, man. Like
not bothered, bruv. Right. Straight up.
The other thing I hate doing is like ranking stuff. Yeah. Oh, like is this better than that? Like, oh, who's the top? Who's the number one? Who's the number three? Bro, if I like something, that's enough for me. Yeah. Like, if you've created something, and I like it, then that's enough. Like, I'm happy with that. Do you know what I mean? I don't need to go. Do I like it more than this? Do I like it more than that? Like, that's long. Yeah. Defeats the object.
I think people are so like they think, you know, it's got to be about them. Like, I don't know what it is. People think it's about them. People think what they think and say matters more than anything in the world. And I'm just like, bruv, My dad can't tell me what to do, fam. Shut the fuck up. I just think, shut up, fam. Like, that's all I think. I just think, bruv, allow it. Just, yeah, cool. You don't like this, cool. Or, you know what I mean? Sometimes I reply to people, you do it. You do the tune that you are telling me to do that you think is nang and how it should be. You go out and do it. And then you should be happy. The tune you are asking for, the vibe you want, you go out and make it then. And that's all I've done with This Money Over Everyone. I just thought, instead of me complaining about all this stuff I'm hearing on the radio that I'm not really into or whatever, cool, I'm just going to make some music that I think is nang. I'm just going to put it out for me. I made everything for me.
So a bunch of people ask me, like, to ask you about the release dates.
Yeah.
When did you set your release date?
When I was ready. Literally, when I was, like, finished. I said, cool.
Yeah.
May 31st. I'm finished. I'm ready. May 31st.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after you'd done that, then you see that Skepta's release date was on the
No,
same
I
date.
already knew.
You already knew?
I already knew, yeah, I already
Okay.
knew. We're on we got our distributors are the same people.
Okay.
So when I
Who
was
you
in
with?
Orchard.
Orchard.
So when I was in the meeting,
Yeah.
and they was like, P, what do you want to do? I said, this is the date I want this single, and then full project.
The full project there.
And then they was like, oh, Skepta's on this date. And I was like, yeah, cool. What's up? So you know what I mean? We're both grime. It's better. You get to hear two projects in one thing. Like, come on, there's 24 hours in a day. My CD's 50 odd minutes. His CD's probably going to be the same.
Yeah.
Listen to one in the morning, one in the evening, whatever. Like, what's the problem? Do you know what I mean?
I remember when they dropped, I just sat in the car at midnight and listened to them, both of them back to back for an hour and straight for like 2 hours and a bit.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it was nang. I feel like that works better as well. It's weird, man, when I speak to people, artists, and like I had one. I did Trapstar mixtape before, right? And Trapstar wanted to fund some videos off of it, right? And there was one artist that they wanted to hit up and do a video, and their management was like, "Oh no, like we're focusing on this at the moment. Like it wouldn't cross promote and help." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like that's like a weird, outdated music industry kind of attitude where everything has to be isolated and there can't be anything else around it. And that's kind of like why stuff isn't as big as maybe it could be. Because if you look at like Drake's the biggest artist in the world at the moment, right? He'll drop an album and then 3 weeks later you'll see him featuring on like a Khaled tune, like Normal, and there'll be videos for everything. And like the way music works now, it's all playlist based anyway. So if you're on a bag of tunes, you'll get played a bag of times. Like I don't feel like holding everything back and trying to be isolated is beneficial for most artists.
I can't really. I don't know why artists do certain things, but I just think. I don't know. Maybe at the same time they're just concentrating on their own project and doing things how they want to do things. Cool, but I don't. I think the more the merrier. I just think.
Yeah.
Man, I'm more of a force going forward. Especially what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to shine light on grime. I'm trying to give people within grime something to be proud of and feel like, yeah, man, but there's something. My jam is out there. I got a jam now. Yeah, cool. Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to do that. So why else? Why wouldn't I release on the same day as someone else who's grime? Do you know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I just think people are really in their heads and making music so complicated when it doesn't need to be. I think that's what the problem is. Everyone's just out here making everything complicated. I literally just linked producers, heard a beat, liked it, vocaled it, shot videos, released them, picked a date, released the CD, and sorted out a show. And I'm just doing it. I'm having fun. I'm happy. Like, I didn't care about stats, figures, whatever, views. I don't care. I'm not doing it for any of that. I'm just doing it.
You get into that mad likes and plays, metrics, algorithms, and that will fuck your brain up.
I just think, bruv, you don't select bangers. People just think this is a banger and it just goes. Plenty of people, bruv. I remember when I made Ho Rhythm, I thought, I don't even like this. I don't think I've come hard. I don't think, even when I first heard the beat, I thought, it's too spacey and gappy and there's not much to it. And then I remember when we did it, it was going off. Same with Slang Like This. I freestyled Slang Like This. I was just in the booth freestyling. I remember Stanza was like, bruv, how did you do that? I was like, well, we speaking slang, bruv, so it's normal. Like, man, just get me.
Just throwing the words out.
Yeah, just throwing the words out. And then it just went off, shooting a video and on my mum's estate and whatever. and it just went off. Everyone was doing it. There was a German version, Swedish version, bare different countries
That was
doing
sick,
versions.
bruv. I love it when people do their own cultural versions of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was the perfect tune for that. I love that.
Yeah, that's
I've
just
forgotten that even happened, but you just reminded me.
Man's just making music. Man's just making music about what I'm going through, or someone around me's going through, or whatever I think of. Just making music. That's what it's supposed to be. I think man are just making it too complicated and trying to be so precise and stuff and just overdoing it.
I want to go back to something that I heard you say on Julie's interview recently about how like you're only doing stuff that you want to do at the moment. And whilst you have you've worked to earn the right to be able to turn down certain things and whatever. I feel like anyone can do that as long as when they find what they want to do, they work their fucking hardest at it.
Yeah, I always say this to people when they say, "Oh, I should do this because my man's doing it," or whatever. I say, bro, like, fam, there are some mad villains, bro. Like Joker is a mad villain. If you watch Batman and you look at what Joker actually does in that film, he's a mad villain. He's a mad villain. Enough people love him though. There's people out there. That's my guy.
Yeah.
Like me when I watched Transformers, my guy was Lockdown.
Yeah.
The way Lockdown arrived and had everyone scared and shit, I was like, yeah, this is my guy, you know.
Yeah.
This is the real deal here. Not even Optimus. I said, no, this guy is the guy. And he's a villain. Do you know what I mean? Someone will like
Bro,
you.
Thanos.
There you go.
Thanos was so on job that you're like, yeah, I respect that.
Respect, man. He tried to dups half the world. The man respect
half of everything alive.
Man respect him though.
He was on
odds
job,
up.
though.
He's banging man up from the get go. He's murdering. Cool. Like, do you know what I mean? But that's my point. Like, you could just be you. Someone will like you, and that's what you're supposed to do. Just do you.
Don't kill loads of people though.
Yeah.
Avoid doing that. Be you without that bit.
Yeah, be you though. Someone will like you. Like you be you. Record your tunes and that. Someone will like you, bruv. I show people examples, bruv. Look what Eminem started. Slim Shady. Look at the stuff he was saying. People loved him though. There are people that liked it. Yeah. 30 million records sold and all this stuff. Bruv, he was being him. If that's him, do you know what I mean? There's funny guys who just crack joke in lyrics, but they got a mad fan base because they're just being them and someone liked it. Like, I just think man are just overdoing and watching. What's my man doing over there? Like,
what's he got?
It don't mean it's gonna work for you, fam. You're not him. Just be you. Like, be you. Like, do you know what I mean? When you start flexing and that, it just makes no sense, bro. You start actually copying other people. Makes no sense.
What do you feel about that generation that you kind of came through? Because I remember like Mella filmed it. I think. Remember that set that we did at Kiss?
Yep.
And it weren't on my channel.
Nope.
That was 08, I think.
Yep.
That's why I think I've got 08 stuck in my brain. But that was like a whole next generation of... That was a very, very powerful lineup of MCs.
That was mad.
But like, there was a lot of similarities in MCing style in that generation.
Yeah.
Whereas maybe like previous generations... Like say you listen to Nasty Crew on Monday. You had Hyper and DWE and... like Stormin and Titch and like everyone and Armour and everyone sounded wild, unique and different. Even Dizzy's on there and Dizzy had his own style and whatever. And there was a lot of MCs that kind of were inspired by the same thing and following the same thing. And I feel like kind of almost since then in the last decade, I've seen that a lot. Heard a lot of rappers imitate gigs heavily. And it happens in everything. Yep. Like I don't even want to limit it to grime or hip hop or whatever. Yeah. Like a lot of drill, the flows, the production style. Yeah. You know, people see stuff that works and they imitate, and that's understandable because it's working, right? And people want to succeed, but it's difficult to just be yourself. I think it's hard. Yeah, people. I think it's not difficult to make. It's not difficult to be yourself. You could be yourself. It's difficult to be like. Guaranteed successful from being yourself. It's difficult to just know you could be yourself and be successful. Do you know what I mean? That's the hardest part. All right, so it's nearly time to go on stage. You've been performing for fucking a long time, bro. Like you said, you've performed some crazy crowds. Yeah. Festivals, tens of thousands of people. Clubs, super clubs, thousands of people. Yeah. But this is only your second headline show. Do you feel like nerves when you perform still? Not really, no. No. Even when it's your headline show, your name is... Yeah, no, not really about the performance. More just everything going smooth on the night. Yeah.
But like the performance side of it, no, man, just pretty.
Because you've
cool.
even put on nights, like you've promoted nights, like you said, birthday raves and.
Yeah, I did everything. Like big up X man, he helped me with that. But yeah, I was like the one giving out the wristbands, I had the radio and all of that. Yeah, man, I'm involved.
Yeah, I suppose no one's gonna give you grief on the door.
Yeah, no. I'll send you home. Not on it.
Trust me, in an ambulance, possibly. I really appreciate the time, man. Thank you very much. Because I know you got to get on stage real soon. Yeah. And we crammed this in.
Yeah, we'll have to definitely do another one.
That's the kind of the format of these. I just want to have a conversation. Do you know what I mean? Because like, I talk to you on the phone, and we'll talk for this long on the phone about this stuff, about what's going on. What do you think about this? Oh, have you seen that? Oh, yeah, that was sick. Oh, yeah, we should do ideas come up and all that. And yeah, I feel like doing this and giving this to the people, it gives them a little bit of an insight into like behind the curtain, the work that man have to do, where we've been, like, and maybe some of the artists coming through will get a better understanding of. I might get stuff in 1-2 years, but then I might have to wait 10 years for it as well. Do you know what I mean? Like you're not really in control of that. So, I have got some stuff to give away. I'm gonna grab a Money Over Everyone 3 CD and get that signed. And guess what I've still got in my yard?
What?
I've got a Money Over Everyone 2 CD
that
you signed. I've got like 2 of them in my house.
Yeah.
Remember, I got like 10 off you, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give one of them away to one of my Patreon supporters that help make this steady and go. So yeah, boom. I'm going to do that on Twitter and I'll hit you up. But yeah, man, Money Over Everyone 3 is fucking nang.
Big up, man. Respect, bro.
Sorry, you know what? Fuck ending the podcast. I want to talk about grinding.
About grinding, yeah.
I need to do 5 minutes on about grinding, bro, because we need to. How many messages did you get from
thousands
people about that?
Thousands. Jamie was the first one. Jamie didn't even know about the song until he heard the album, and he was the first one. I think I woke up. Yeah, I woke up in the morning early, and it's like laughing, bare letters, and he was quoting certain things. Yeah.
Because we've done everything on that tune.
Yeah, bro.
That is the realest tune.
And more. Remember, I'm of a certain generation, so you've done more. Do you know what I mean? There's more stuff you could go back and say, oh, when so-and-so was like this and this was like this. Do you know what I mean? I'm just speaking from my side, and even my side is like blood. Man had to sit at the back of the bus and send man tunes via Bluetooth, bro. You lot got retweets and posts and Snapchat and all this stuff, bro. Man had to buck you in person to show you my music, or you weren't hearing it. Didn't know I had to put my stuff on LimeWire and all that. Didn't know, fam.
I remember we got booked for a Sidewinder, and that was like, getting booked for a Sidewinder was gassed. That meant a lot. Yeah. This must be like 03 times.
Yeah.
And me, Skepta, Jammer, and my girlfriend at the time were in Skepta's Vectra, I think it was. Big red long body Vectra, and we're driving down the M4. He definitely didn't have a license. And the tire exploded.
Wow.
On the motorway. And yeah, bruv, like memories like that, whenever you get the opportunity, that's why I love coming and seeing shows like this.
Yeah.
Like when I see my brethrens winning, like whenever I see Skepta doing anything sick, I always remember like all the stuff that we've done. I'm so happy, bruv. Like when I see everybody winning, because I've seen what happened to get there. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy, like all the stuff that we've been through and had to do. That's why I love that tune.
Yeah, it is mad. Yeah, even when I was like writing the bars and stuff, I was thinking, yo, get me. Man's come a long way. Like all these man complaining about stuff today, I think, bro, we was doing stuff and not complaining, fam. We didn't have the technology that allowed us to know how many people was listening. We didn't even know if anybody is listening. And we was going harder than man are going harder going hard today. So I don't know, man. I just listening to the tune back. I'm just like
if you got 10 missed calls,
that was
you're
it.
gassed.
Yeah, but most of the time, 3 of the missed calls was the same number. Yeah, so it's the same Don.
Yeah,
same Don listening. Do you know what I mean? Like we didn't know, but really there still could have been thousands of man listening, just not phoning the phone. But we don't know. You know what I mean? We was literally just doing it.
They probably didn't have credit either.
Yeah, we was just doing it because we wanted to do it. Like. We just wanted to do it. That's what I'm saying, man. I got data and all that, bro. Man didn't have data and all that like that. Why like that? Man, I got free text and free, bruv. Man had you speak on the phone and then you have.
I used to ring and leave like you remember you used to get people's voicemail number?
Yeah.
Was it Mercury 1-to-1?
I think so, yeah.
I'm older than you still.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But like, we used to have to ring each other's voicemail because it was free. It was like a techie thing.
Bruv.
And we just leave each other voicemails back and forth, bruv, because ringing was credit.
I never forget you could go on the O2 website and they allowed you to send
Free text. Bruv.
A free text. I think you had a limit, a daily limit or something, bruv. Man,
Alright, cool. Next email address.
Yeah, come on, bruv. That was it, man. They don't know, man. So I just thought I had to do a tune to let you lot know. Like, I kind of got a tune on a project for everyone, every type of person, every type of MC and whatever. And I needed the guys of today who complain about stuff to know, bruv, you actually have nothing to complain about. There's bare opportunities out there. There's bare platforms out there. Half of the stuff you have, man didn't have. Yeah, man didn't have that. And that is how we got where we are today from grinding. You could get where we are today quicker than we got here.
Trust me.
But you're too busy complaining.
Because I didn't know, like, you didn't know how to do anything unless you spoke to the guy who knew how to do it.
No, didn't know.
Like, press up records? How'd you do that?
Didn't know where
like Wiley goes there. Oh, he goes there. Okay, cool.
Didn't
like,
know
then you go and, like, Freddie would mug you off in JTS because you try and give him a fucking MP3 of the tune. It sounds shit like you don't even know how to do it. Oh, what? Mixtapes? How'd you do that? Oh, what? Jamie's done a mixtape. Oh, Biggie told me. Like, if you didn't know the guy. But now I can Google everything. I now have to sort out my international performing rights money.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
On a Google search, bro.
See?
Like, crazy stuff that you can get that, you literally would have didn't even know about how to record.
That's what I'm saying.
How did you learn to record, innit? It must have been in studio when someone brought you a studio and you saw them do it. Like the number of people I saw who learned how to record a tune because Wiley brought them studio and said, double that up. What do you mean double it
What's that? Ad-lib.
Stabs. What do you mean? What's the stab? What's this? Then you go away and then you do it next time. You show your brethren.
Exactly.
Oh, what, his tune sound nang? He does this.
Bro, man was doing double ups. Double ups were tacky. It made the tune sound tacky to me. Now, when I listen, I think, bro, what's man doing? But that was the thing then. So I learned it from somewhere else. Just carry, They don't know, man. They don't know. We never used to mix our stuff down.
No.
We just used to make a beat, bang it out. Sounded mad.
What's mastering? Don't know what that is.
What's that?
Mastering was a word that was written on the dub plates.
Yeah.
Mastering house.
Yeah.
Don't know what that is. What's that? But yeah, man, it's all fun. I suppose we can reminisce about this and be old men all day. But you've got a stage to get onto in a couple of minutes' time. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate your time.
Man. We'll definitely talk more soon, man.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Have a great show.
Will do,
and don't forget, like, follow, subscribe, share, all that janky YouTube stuff. Patreon supporters. I've got signed copies of stuff for you. I'm going to give that away randomly this week. Money Over Everyone Free is out right now. Stream the fuck out of that, please. Buy it as well. Streaming's good, but if you can buy it, that's wicked.
Love.
You get me? Thank you, P.
Big up,
Dumb
man.
Bear. It's been a pleasure.
Thank
Have
you.
a great show.
Safe.
See you guys later.
But